Yeah, ready. Let's do this.
Alright. Hell yeah. Mm.
What's wrong?
If you're looking for an opponent.
Oh, wait. Let me see. Hold on. Give me
Yeah,
a...
I get it. You're scared.
Oh, dang. Oh, no. There it is. Notifications. Notification can no longer be used. So resend it.
Mm. Mm.
Resend the notification. Resend the invite.
Mm. 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 Yeah. 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 Uh-huh. Oh yeah, he brought me some beer.
Hi, Shelly.
Oh, Fidel said hello. She said, "What do you want?"
Nothing. I just said hi. Good Lord.
She's
Wow.
talking now.
I see.
Um,
Can't do nothing.
she's like, "Are you accepting to Odin, our father? Wait, old father."
Yeah, you foobarred it already. I know.
She knows.
Oh,
Damn right, I
wow.
said she knows, and I'm gonna take her manhood right now.
You wish.
Ooh, sorry. See, thought we were friends.
Oh, we are.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. Now, Dion Lewis to return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Callaway taking it in left side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. On the defensive end, Cameron Sutton with a tackle. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Now the handoff comes to Gordon.
Oh, come on.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They're going to look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Ortez at left side. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And they'll run it here. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Wilson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Let's go, 14.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
And, Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll give it to him up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to
Get
me,
your field
one thing's
goal.
for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The 49ers offense now. They work their way back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
Fortunate.
The
What?
kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted.
Thank you.
And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll look to throw here. Walker with a grab, left side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop you,
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Ryan Shazier coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Excuse me.
They'll set up a throw. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good pickup there.
Thank
13
you.
yards as they get closer for 3rd down. He'll look to throw.
Oh, what the?
And this is going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open down.
Butterfinger hand.
Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it here.
Oh, damn it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
That's all right. He paid for it.
They're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the
You want to try that again?
Maurice Alexander making the stop defensively.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
And that's their first sack of this
Ooh,
game.
broken ribs.
Week,
Oh, he did pay for it.
Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Oh, you bastard.
And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And following the interception, just any interception.
He's falling asleep.
A little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. And the pass complete to Ryan Grant. Goes for 24 yards.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's going to be
face mask
by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well,
I needed that.
Right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
You thought you did. Had a cheat.
Throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Roughing the quarterback.
He goes down.
Holding,
So
what
they're able
the?
to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. He'll look to throw. And his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Yep, that's it right there. That's it right there. Thank you.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on second down. And they'll go on the ground. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the
that's
play
how
there.
it's
Nice
done.
job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Walker. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This is Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And just like that, it's third down. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. More from the desert after this. Back to throw here. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, this from 33. And Rosas puts this one through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball.
Oh, you got to be joking on that one.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 39 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The veteran Rasul Douglas able to break that one up.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter.
Oh,
and he is into the end zone.
That wasn't right.
Touchdown, Arizona. Jalen Samuels, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that will make this a 4-point game.
This is only your 2nd game, folks.
Set now to kick this one away.
I don't know how you get 3 from 2.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Caught by Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go now.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. They'll drop to throw. He completes it to Jones. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Leopard! Leopard!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And Callaway taking it in left side. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. He'll drop to throw. Throwing.
Damn it.
It's incomplete. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started.
Yeah, just wave it.
And
Just
they
smile
will
and
not get
wave.
a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So
All right. We ready?
You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Come on, let's go.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Ertz over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Had a nice broken tackle and then brought down right around the 20. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's the sneak with Wilson.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
He needed 2. He only got
I'm not
one
Josh.
on the sneak, and that's going to lead us to a 4th and 1.
Well, they gave it a shot, quarterback sneak. Not able to get it.
No, but if you're going to call a QB sneak on 3rd down, you draw it up to get it.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Maybe they were thinking 4-down territory.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Now they'll run it on the toss.
Nope,
He's
no
not
soup for
gonna
you.
get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there for the Niners. 52 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well.
He's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely
That's your
extraordinary.
guy that got hurt.
This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back to throw. Jones has it, and he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Oh, listen to them.
The Niners on
defense.
third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 14.
They're chanting defense. How cute.
They'll look to throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Grant. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Oh, you had it.
To be incomplete. Boy, it looked like
That
he
schmuck had
had it and
it.
dropped it. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Hey. Sorry. 190. 91 is the mic.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
190.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On second down, here's Wilson. Pass incomplete. The veteran Rasul Douglas able to break that one up. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's
You've
complete.
got to be joking.
Needed 16, they got 17 on third down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that
10 to
often
6
gets you
ain't
to
much to brag
overcommit
about.
running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
No, I said it was nothing to brag about. Get it right. If you're going to quote me right.
But not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes really good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends former wide receivers who can
Oh,
run,
damn it.
not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends
That was
on
all
the
me.
field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
That one goes for 24 yards. Wilson now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
He comes out.
Thompson
Bastard.
picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys
Nice.
get the football back.
Zach Ertz is hurt
Critical
injured.
there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he is out of bounds up past the 10. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And Walker with it over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. And a nice gain at 21 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
All right, here we go.
They're going to look to throw. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll set up a throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
No, he did not. He did not catch that.
Turnover.
Of course I did. Oh, yeah.
Nothing to challenge. Really?
His guys will get the football back.
Because you didn't catch it, it hit the ground. That's some bullshit.
As they take the field. They get the crucial turnover just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know,
Man,
there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's big Vince Williams who made the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Spread left. Move 15.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Klein. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback.
What the hell?
They'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Darren Lee there to get him down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Here's Wilson to throw on 2nd down. Finding some room at midfield. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And down right around the 37. That one goes for 24 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Kiss my ass. Kiss my ass.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Right, 280.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter.
Because you like to run off clock.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, no, he lost the football. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
You got lucky.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the
Yeah, I
turnover.
would too, but you know what? Kiss my ass. I can still say that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Because I say you can't run the 3 yards.
Go, let's go, let's go. Right, 380.
And they'll go with the ground attack here.
Maybe you
And
could.
Have the first
Come
down before
on.
he's tackled at the 12. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive
At least
huddle.
with Josh, I
Guys, we
wasn't,
gotta get
you
no
know,
less
I
than
wasn't
a
down
3
like
and out. Let's get
22
off
to
the field.
42 or whatever
Instead,
it was.
They can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
No, you're not.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Wilson wants to throw it. Shaheen, the tight end, on the right side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation.
Yeah,
would have meant that there was an
well.
incompletion. They would have picked it off.
Go to
Okay,
hell.
So they gave up the completion. I really enjoyed watching
Go to
how
hell.
the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Cardinals on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Fourth down.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This is an easy one, 23-yarder.
You missed it! Oh!
And this score will stay right where
Oh,
it is.
man.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you not got too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Damn. No love, man.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly.
Pass interference. Oh, yeah. Pass interference.
We do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag throw.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
And Jones has it over the middle.
Hurry.
There of 20 yards. Now they've got to signal that field goal unit, and they have to sprint out there in a hurry.
And this is always difficult on the snapper because his heart rate is way up there. He's got to calm himself enough to make an accurate snap.
Oh, you've got to be joking.
Complete.
Come on.
Charles, exciting to the very
Come
end.
on.
That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10,
Man, no, I was robbed twice. I was robbed. Man.
Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right? Where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to
That was
a
so
couple
wrong.
more plays and maybe
Yeah,
get
you
closer
can.
and take
Yeah.
that last shot into the end zone.
So for the Cardinals, they use the
Tell Josh
favorable
play his
early
game.
schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road
That's
next week
messed
to
up.
take on the Los Angeles Rams.
I know you're worried
Meanwhile,
about
for
me
San
now.
Francisco, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will be at home next week to take on the New
I
York
should have had that
Giants.
one. I played a smart
And
game
for Charles
throughout, too.
Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Man. So sad. So sad. Brings a tear to my eye. Let's see. Allowed no rushing touchdowns and won the turnover battle too. That was my weekly goals. Oh, that's funny. Let's see. I need that running back training boost still. Going for that. Hey, guess who I'm upgrading?
Oh, shit.
Oh, should I give him the West Coast or a Field General?
Brand new injuries. Holy shit.
That's right.
Grant got... Oh, my goodness.
Upgraded the Field General.
Jesus. Oh, yeah. Fucking Josh has to play the Rams.
Yeah, the Giants. Dang. Abdominal tear. He's out 5 weeks. My left guard. Man.
Alright, man.
All right. Good game.
I'll hit you up later.
All right.
Alright, man. Appreciate it.
Later. All right.
Alright, man. Later.
Later.